Hey, what's up? It's Jesse from VapeMentors. This is the vapreneur update for what is this, Thursday, May 24th, my dad's birthday. I'm gonna have to give him a call today. And what I wanted to do real quick is actually address a question that I got asked the other day in our Facebook group, Grow Your Vape Biz, from a eliquid brand owner, and she was asking, how do I market my eliquid better? How do I grow my retail arm? How do I grow my wholesale arm? And how do I really build a brand that I can really love and can scale with me and everything like that? And it was a great question. I want to answer in this video. I want to give you a couple of quick updates real quick before I do that. You may have heard about the Fund the Suit GoFundMe account, GoFundMe campaign launched by Vape News Magazine in partnership with Keller and Heckman and a few other different law firms. This is a really important thing for the vape industry, and it's something that you should go to and donate as much as you can. Literally, the price of your last e-liquid would be plenty if everybody did that. They just donated whatever you paid for the last e-liquid that you purchased. We would have this funded and no problem. Right then, I need $250,000, and they have 28,000 right now. This campaign was launched just a few hours ago. Actually, the 17th. So it's been about a week, and they need your help because this is something that is going to help the industry. It's about fighting the onerous government regulations, and it's a partnership between a lot of different law firms and efforts. And so they are asking for your money, and we are recommending that you go and you just donate as much as you can. Go to this page, go to gofundme.com/fundthesuit to learn more and to donate. So real quick, what I wanted to go over was this. How do you grow an e-liquid brand that people get absolutely obsessed with and shareable, and they share it with their friends, and they're absolute brand evangelists? There's a lot of different ways. Obviously, the thing that Five Ponds is doing, J Love, is a great example of how to do that. But there's also things that you can do that are maybe on the surface unorthodox. And this is a story that what I found in the Vape Shop Owners Only B2B Facebook group. Thank you so much, Keith, for sharing your story here. So here's what happened. This is a story about turning tragedy into triumph. And it's a story about how a brand helped a vape shop when they were in a tragedy and turn it into a triumph, and the absolute emotional connection that you would create with a vape shop owner or a customer of yours if you were to go through this exact same exercise. You really can't deny how the effects would be long lasting and how the effects would absolutely help you and your business. So I'll read you this post real quick and talk about why I decided to share this in this Vapreneur update. So Keith says, I don't know where to start. To be honest, I could write all day long about VSR. VSR is this e-liquid company, and I'm sure I would leave out several good points about them, what I would think of as soon as I finished. We had a break-in attempt this past weekend and failed miserably. The guy got arrested and will pay his due. Our loss was limited to lost sales due to no power for a while. However, as much as I thought I made it clear that this was a failed attempt, I'm sure someone at VSR misread it and immediately went into action. I don't even think they misread it, by the way. Or they realized we lost the best sale time for our day until we got the power back up. At any rate, they were hell-bent on easing the pain. I've been selling products from VSR for years and have never once considered not purchasing from them because of the level of commitment they bring to the table. There simply is no denying their care and concern for their customers. When we received this care package today, my emotions got the best of me. The amount of product they sent was not the cause of the emotions, although, as you can see, it was substantial. What yanked on my heartstrings was the handwritten letter that accompanied the products, which, with much love and respect, Bucky. So, obviously, just to recap, this vape shop owner, Keith, he was broken into. They posted on social, and VSR saw that was happening, and They probably did what no other e-liquid company has done, because you've seen those stories online. You've seen a break-in attempt. You've seen a battery explosion. You've seen all kinds of different tragedies that vape shop owners post online and go through. And you know what? You never see this. And that's a tragedy, because we're all trying to help each other. We're all trying to make sure we survive. And we're all trying to build a business that people love and respect, including us. So this person did something that, by the way, a handwritten thank you note in today's day and age, the digital age, is like gold. Nobody writes handwritten letters anymore. People like a Facebook post and they say, send my condolences, or politicians will say, oh, well, our thoughts and prayers, right? Oh, thanks for your thoughts and prayers, but it didn't really help. I appreciate that, and not to knock on the idea of praying and thinking positive thoughts, because that's important. But it's not real change. And so they took the time to write a handwritten letter, in beautiful handwriting, by the way. I love the handwriting here, and send a little care package of basically probably his top selling juices, are the juices that he's ordered in the past. This is easy. I mean, you're already sending out samples. You're already doing these types of activities. You just need to go, as an e-liquid brand owner, go find those opportunities to build an emotional connection between you and your customer. Customers aren't just numbers. They're not just people. They're not just bank account transactions, and business is not either of those things either. Business is a relationship. Business is an agreement between two people. It's a partnership. And it's a friendship, and it's a community. So this is how you build community. If your friend was in trouble, you'd send him a care package. You want some business? Then start treating people like your friends. Because honestly, this industry, one of the reasons why I love it so much is because I've never seen an industry with so much community. And this really is the story behind the story, is that you wouldn't see this in, you wouldn't see this in many other industries, quite honestly. This is really a very rare exception. So be the leader in this regard. There's posts all the time of people getting ripped off and getting robbed. Turn the tragedy into a triumph for you and for the people that were suffering through it, and that's how you build a brand. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. There's obviously many other tactics that we could go over. But come and join the group, Grow Your Vape Biz, and we talk about these things. We have webinars, we bring in experts, we have coaching programs, we have one-on-one coaching for people that need to grow and scale their e-liquid, their vape shop, or their e-commerce business. So it's an awesome group. We share a lot of great knowledge. I told the group the other day that nothing is stolen, everything is only shared, and people are very, very generous with what they share there. It's an incredible community. So a couple updates on VapeMentors. If you like this video, please share it. Go to the Facebook VapeMentors Facebook page and share the video. And join us for our vape shop certification beta launch series. So we are actually doing a series of 6 webinars. Each, there may even be more by the time we're done, by the way, but right now there's six modules of our vape shop certification. The certification is intended to help vape shop owners train their employees and their managers to actually stay within compliance, have better sales days, have better customer service, and make sure that if the FDA were to come knocking, you're 100% confident that you were going to pass that test. And the first presentation is a very, very good one to start out with. We got Phil Damon coming. He hopefully can come. He's a very busy man, and he's a very, very respected man in the industry, and we appreciate his time when we can get it. So he's going to try to make it and do this presentation by himself. If he can't, we're going to be doing the presentation for him. He made this amazing PowerPoint slide that is absolute. I'm going to go over a couple of things that he goes over just to give you a preview. He kind of goes over the history of regulation in the vape industry. So there's a whole bunch of history. We're not gonna go too deep into it because it can get so complicated and boring, quite frankly. But it's super important regardless. And he goes into the sort of the quick history of the regulations and what are specifically affecting vape shops, and goes into things like okay, what are the main requirements? Obviously, don't sell to minors, things like that. We go over that quite a bit. But he brings up a really interesting slide here, and the one that I really want to point out here is he goes over what a compliance check would look like at your shop and what is involved in the compliance check exactly. And it's really important because he's seen the compliance checks before, and there's basically two types. Okay, there's the undercover buy, which they bring in a minor and they try to get you to sell to a minor so that they can prove that you're selling to minors. Obviously, that's a really bad one. And then there's the advertising and labeling, and that one. So the undercover buy is not. It's not. You don't know about it in advance. It's not announced in advance. Obviously, because it wouldn't work if you did. So that one you have to be watching out for all the time. The advertising and labeling one is actually you are given notice, and you have the opportunity to show the FDA some of the things that you are doing to advertise your shop and to promote the products that you're selling. And they're just trying to make sure that you're not obviously making any false health claims or breaking any laws in that regard. So he goes over how to actually, help with that. And he also goes over a really interesting point here that we knew was a thing, but we didn't exactly know what the FDA's position was because we hadn't gotten through those documents yet. But there are monetary penalties for breaking certain FDA rules, and the first infraction is usually kind of a more of a warning letter, right? But there's a really interesting thing here. Phil Damon points out that the FDA will give leniency to a vape shop if they've gone through a training program that is approved by the FDA and that covers certain topics. Just so it happens that the vape shop certification program that we're building covers all these topics. And we are in the process of getting the FDA approval on it so that we can go to the FDA and say, this is all of the things that you said you wanted in a vape shop certification. We have it here. We want you to put your rubber stamp on it. And so the vape shop owners know that if they go through this certification, it will absolutely help them prevent further monetary penalties. So you can see that if you have a training program, the first infraction, no monetary penalty. The second infraction, half the amount of a vape shop who's not gone through any training. Same thing with the third infraction. Obviously, if you're making 3 infractions, then training's not really working that well. So our goal is 0 infractions regardless. But, employees make mistakes. You make mistakes. You slip up. The regulations change and you don't realize it. There are a lot of reasons why this could happen. And so this is just another form of insurance. So this is exactly what we're trying to build. This is what we're doing, the Vape Shop Certification Program. And so come to the webinar tonight. I'm going to leave a link in the comments of this video on how to register. And come to all 6 modules because we're taking public comment right now. And we want to build this course with you and take your feedback so that we know it's the absolute best program around. So that's my update. Please share this video if you liked it, and if it's helpful to you, please join us for the webinar tonight. It's at 5 o'clock Pacific time. Please join us on our Facebook group, Grow Your Vape Biz, and subscribe to YouTube where we post all of these videos, all of Norm's videos from Vape Radio, and we have a playlist of all of my favorite kick your own ass out of bed and get motivated videos from all around the entrepreneurial world, which I listen to personally all the time. So we love having you guys in our group and watching these videos. So thanks so much. Hope to see you guys at the webinar tonight. There will be one single replay, and then we'll have to take it down because we can't let it be up for forever. Anyway, thanks so much, and have a wonderful Thursday.